Kung naaalala ninyo mga tol, si US President Trump ay nagbigay ng ultimatum sa Russia ng 50 days para tapusin ang gera sa pagitan ng Russia at ng Ukraine. Gusto kasi ni Trump magkaroon ng ceasefire. Subalit dismayado siya sapagkat wala naman daw progresong nangyayari. Kaya ngayon ay nag-issue ulit ng panibagong ultimatum si Trump mga tol at ginawa na lang niyang 10 to 12 days mga tol ang in-issue na ultimatum ni Trump. At kung hindi, kikilos ang Amerika at bibigyan ng parusa itong Russia. Subalit mga tol, yan ay hindi pinahalagahan ng Russia o hindi yan binigyan pansin ng Russia mga tol. Ayon nga rito sa ating panonoorin ngayon, ako po, saan kaya aabot to, no? Sabi rito, Russia to Trump, back off. We're not Iran. Putin aid issues chilling war threat to US. Sabi ganito mga kapatid sa report. Basahin natin tong report mula rito sa Times of India. Russia fires back at Trump's ultimatum, warning of risk of direct war between the two powers. Dmitry Medvedev, yung former Russian president and close ally of Putin, sharply criticized Trump's demands, stressing that Russia is not Iran or Israel. Parang sinasabi nila, hindi kami Iran, no? Hindi kami Israel na pwede mong panghimasukan o kontrolin. Kasi itong nangyari, di ba, nung gera ng Iran at saka ng Israel, di ba, nangialam doon ng US, binomba nila yung mga nuclear site sa Iran, tapos nag-issue sila ng ceasefire dito sa pagitan ng Israel at ng Iran, at doon nga natapos mga tol yung 12-day war nun. Pero ang sabi ng Russia, lumayo ka, tigilan mo kami, hindi kami Iran, hindi kami Israel, sabing ganon mga tol. And cautioning that each new ultimatum pushes the world closer to conflict. Habang nagsasagawa ka ng mga ultimatum mo sa amin, mas lalo mong nilalapit ang buong mundo sa kaguluhan, sabing ganon. The escalating tensions come after set a tight deadline for Russia to reach a peace deal over the Ukraine war. No, panoorin natin to mga tol. Naku po, saan kaya aabot to? Ito na nga kaya mga kapatid ang magsisindi ng mitya papunta sa ikatlong labanang pandaigdigan. Naku po mga tol. Well, tayo'y magbibigay lang ulit ng komento habang binabasa natin yung report mula rito sa Times of India. Pwede kayong magbigay ng sarili ninyong komento sa ibaba mga tol, no? So wag na nating patagalin pa, panoorin na natin to. Russia fires back at Trump ultimatum warns of direct war, no? Kalat na kalat ngayon sa balita mga tol ang pagka-bad trip ni Trump dito kay Putin, kaya nag-issue siya ngayon ng mas pinaikli. Kung dati 50 day, ngayon ginawa na lang niya 10 araw. Ano kaya ang mangyayari kung sa loob ng 10 araw mga tol ay hindi siya pinakinggan ni Putin? Kasi nga ang ginigiit ng Russia, kailangan munang masunod yung kondisyon nila bago magkaroon ng ceasefire. Ano ba yung isa sa mga kondisyon nila? Demilitarize daw ang Ukraine. Sabing ganon mga tol. So tuloy natin to. Russia isn't Iran or Israel. Putin aids rips America. Hindi kami Iran, hindi kami Israel. Wag mo kaming binabata, parang ganon. Russia-US tensions explode after Trump issues new threat. Russian President's close ally Dmitry Medvedev issued a sharp rebuke to US President. Ito yung dating president ng Russia. Medvedev slammed Donald Trump for issuing an ultimatum to Russia over Ukraine war. Kasi nga ang gusto mangyari ni Trump, magkaroon ng ceasefire sa pagitan ng Russia at saka ng Ukraine. So papatawan niya ng panibagong sanction etong Russia. Ang tanong mga tol, ito ba iindahin ng Russia, no? Eto nga sinagot na agad In a post on X, the former Russian president warned of a clash between Russia and US. Sabi yan mga tol ng dating presidente ng Russia. Eto, Trump's playing the ultimatum game with Russia 50 days or 10. He should remember two things. O tandaan mo daw tong dalawang bagay, sabi niyang ganun. First, Russia isn't Israel or even Iran. Hindi kami Israel o Iran. Each new ultimatum is a threat and a step towards war. No? Bawat ultimatum na ibinibigay mo ay isang hakbang papalapit, no, towards gera, not between Russia and Ukraine but with his own country. Don't go down the Sleepy Joe Road, sabi niyang ganoon, mga tol. Naku po, ito ba'y babala? Sagot sa isang babala, mga tol. Mukhang tumitindi ang sigalot, mga kapatid, no? Each new ultimatum is a threat and a step towards war, not between Russia and Ukraine but with his own country. Kumbaga, dinadala mo yung bansa mo, which is the America, sa gera. Sabing ganun, mga tol. Tuloy natin. This after Trump said he's only going to give Russia 10 to 12 more days to reach peace. No, kasi yun ang gusto mangyari ni Trump, magkaroon na ng kapayapaan sa pagitan ng Russia at saka ng Ukraine. Hindi siya pinapansin ni Putin. Diba? So nababad trip na ngayon si Trump, so eto na ang gagawin niya. Pinaikli niya sa 10 araw hanggang 12 araw.
Earlier you said that you were going to change the deadline from 50 days.
Yeah, I'm going to make a new deadline of about 10 or 12 days from today. There's no reason in waiting. There's no reason in waiting. It's 50 days. I want to be generous, but we just don't see any progress being made.
So wala siyang nakikitang progreso. Di siya pinapansin.
Mr. President.
So what I'm doing is we're going to do secondary sanctions unless we make a deal, and we might make
Secondary sanctions. Ano kayang sanctions, no?
a deal. I don't know. You don't know. It's we've done so many peace deals. This is the one I started out with, and I know President Putin called me. He wanted to know if I could help him with Iran. I said, no, I don't need your help with Iran. I need your help with Russia. And so that's the one deal that continues to linger. You would think, based on common sense, you would think he'd want to make a deal. We'll find out.
Mr. President, publicly, have you had any other exchange channels conversations with Russians? Reiterating this?
In what?
Reiterating this new pressure and deadline.
Yeah, we're going to have well, you're the press. I'm reiterating it to you. I'd say 10 to 12 days. I'll announce it probably tonight or tomorrow. But there's no reason to wait. If you know what the answer is going to be, why wait? And it would be sanctions and maybe tariffs, secondary tariffs. You know what a secondary tariff is?
Sanctions or secondary tariff, yun ang ipapataw niya dito sa Russia pag hindi nakinig.
And look, the Russian economy, I don't want to do that to Russia. I love the Russian people. They're great people. I don't want to do that to Russia. But this thing, they're losing a lot of Russians. They've lost 1 million Russians.
You talked during the campaign about President.
Pero tandaan natin, mga tola, yung nagsalita about doon sa resback o rebuttals laban dito sa ultimatum ni Trump is dating president ng Russia. Ibig sabihin, wala na siya sa kapangyarihan. Si Putin pa rin ang masusunod, mga tol. Yung binabasa natin kanina, each ultimatum ay hakbang towards war, not with Russia or Ukraine but with his own country, sabing ganon, di ba? At sinabi nga dun sa post niya sa X na ang Russia daw ay hindi Iran o hindi Israel. Ang nag-post nun, mga tol, hindi mismo si Russian President Putin, kumbaga yung dating presidente, di ba? Yun ay salita ng isang dating presidente na hindi naman natin kailangan na kailangan masyadong seryosohin kasi wala na sa kanya yung power na kay Putin di ba? Tuloy natin to.
Respecting you and not helping you have a relationship with him. Do you still feel that way, that he respects you, considering the conversations you've had that have been really nice?
Yeah. I've always gotten along with President Putin. I've had a great relationship with him. And he went through the Russia hoax too. It was, we used to talk about it. We used to say, it's too bad we really can't do anything between our country. Because if we did, they'd say, Look, I was tough on Putin because I was the one that closed up Nord Stream and Biden came along and opened it up. I was very tough on Putin in one way, but we got along very well. And I never really thought this would happen. I thought we'd be able to negotiate something, and maybe that'll still happen, but it's very late down the process. So I'm disappointed. So You know, Russia could be so rich right now. Instead, they spend all their money on war. They
Pero mo sa kabila ng sobrang daming sanction, pinagtutulungan ng European Union, 'di ba? Pero nakakasurvive pa rin ang Russia. Well, sobrang laki naman din talaga ng bansa nila at ang kalaban nila isang malaking bansa. So hindi nila talaga kailangan mag all out pa ng sobra-sobra kasi kumbaga isang lugar yung pinupunteriya nila, isang maliit lang kumpara dun sa napakalaking bansa nila. Saka napakayaman nito mga tol kasi nagbebenta rin ng langis tong Russia.
spend everything on war and killing people, and it doesn't make sense to me. I thought he would want to end this thing quickly. I really felt it was going to end, but every time I think it's going to end, he kills people.
Help, and are you considering, has been proposed?
I don't know. I'm not, you know, I'm not so interested in talking anymore. He talks. We have such nice conversations, such respectful and nice conversations, and then people die the following night with a missile going into a town and hitting. I mean, recently, I guess the nursing home, but they hit other things. Whatever they hit, people die. So I don't. We'll see what happens.
Ayaw na makipag-usap din ni Trump kaya nagbigay na lang siya ng ultimatum
Hold it.
You all sense your frustration with Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Do you think he's been lying to you about his intentions in Ukraine?
Well, I don't want to use the word lying. All I know is we'd have a good talk, and it seemed on, let's say, 3 occasions, it seemed that we were going to have a ceasefire and maybe peace, and you divide it up and you do whatever you have to do, that obviously to get to the end. And all of a sudden, missiles are flying into Kiev and other places. And I said, what's that all about? I spoke to him 3-4 hours ago, and it looked like we were on our way, and then I'd say, forget it, and I'm not going to talk anymore. You know, this has happened on too many occasions. And
Nadismaya siya kasi nga after niya makipag-usap kay Putin, bigla na lang after nagliparan yung mga missile papuntang Kiev.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Earlier, Trump issued a 50-day ultimatum to Russia to strike a deal with Ukraine. Yun nga lang mga tol ay hindi yan pinansin ni Putin. US and NATO also announced plans to help Ukraine with weapon supplies. Diba sabi nga ng US sila magmamanufacture, ang NATO, European Union ang gagastos, magbabayad mga tol. Tapos ang Ukraine ngayon inamin na wala na silang pera ayon dun sa napanood nating report. At nangangailangan sila ngayon ng pera din, pambayad o pampasweldo dun sa kanilang mga sundalo. Ayon sa report na pinanood natin. Okay mga kapatid, ano sa tingin ninyo ang mangyayari? At ano sa tingin ninyo ang kahihinatnan nitong nangyayaring kaguluhan ngayon dito, no? Talagang damay-damay ang buong mundo kapag ito'y naglaban ang US at saka ng ang Russia. Ito na yung dalawa. Kasi tatlo yan China, Russia at saka itong US, mga tol. Ay naku po. Pag etong tatlong to talaga nagbanggaan, ako po, ewan ko na lang. Hanggang sa muli mga tol, ako nga pala si Shobal D. Peace out.